WMBG, we are Williamsburg's radio station. How's it going, everybody? Ty Hodges here. You are right in the middle of the 60-minute squeeze, and today is Thursday, so that means we are blessed to bring in a local artist from Williamsburg to perform live on the Super Sound Showcase, exclusively here on WMBG Hi Facebook Live. So, it is my pleasure to welcome in the one, the only, Jon the Don Smith. How you doing today?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm doing great. Jon, he is here solo. He also has brought along Paul Todd. If you recall, Paul was our Super Sound Showcase artist last week. He is in studio for moral support, I believe, so it's great to have him back as well. That's a tough act to follow. You know that, right?
I know that. Definitely know that.
All right, so you are you from Williamsburg? Where are you from?
If I had to say I was from anywhere, it would be Williamsburg. I did graduate from Lafayette.
All right, got the Rams in here.
Some years ago.
Some years ago. We won't disclose that information. And you were part of a couple bands, I hear. Nervous in the Tics and Billy Jack, is that right?
Yes, that is correct.
So let's talk about Nervous in the Tics really quick, because I've seen that described as a folk punk band. Now, what exactly is a folk punk band? What sort of music can we expect from that?
It's kind of like a mix between Dylan and Blondie, especially since we have Miss Nadia Cause, the lead singer.
Okay.
Just an acoustic-driven punk sound.
Very interesting. And we have both halves of Billy Jack in studio right now. Is that correct?
Yes, at least the duo.
The duo.
We got the Billy Jack duo in here right now.
And what sort of music do you all play when you're together?
Gypsy jazz, hillbilly swing, some old blues, some outlaw country, the occasional pop tune.
That's a very eclectic sounding style of music right there.
We try and make as many people happy as we can.
So again, folks, we have Jon Smith here in studio. He was a local musician. So when did you start playing music? How long have you been playing?
I would say I actually started playing guitar about 18, 19 years ago.
Wow.
And then started playing out last August.
Okay, so relatively recently on the performing side.
Yeah, and it's actually been great. There's been a lot of support from the other musicians in the area.
And how did you start playing music initially? What really got you into it?
I heard a Stevie Ray Vaughan tune, and the guitar on that hooked me.
All right, and that was it there.
That was it.
And so then my next question is, you played, it sounded like as a hobby, yeah?
Yes. I was like, I called it a living room player.
A living room player. So what actually pushed you to want to go out and perform in public?
It was just I wanted to try something new, see what it was all about, see if I could actually cut it, and I'm still doing it now, so something went right. And
so how did Nervous in the Tics get formed then, this group?
We actually we all met at an open mic night here in Williamsburg, and it kind of went from there. Nadia wanted to sing, Andre wanted to play bongos, I wanted to play some guitar. It worked out well.
And so that's one thing I've noticed as we've been prepping for this segment. It seems like there's a lot of cooperation between a lot of the local musicians here. How would you describe the state of the Williamsburg music scene right now?
It's growing, and it's growing quick, and we're finding a foothold, and more places that wouldn't normally book music are starting to do it.
One of the places which I feel obligated to mention is Retro Daddio, the sponsor of the Super Sound Showcase. So big shout out to Retro Daddio for helping us put this whole shindig together. They are one of our tremendous sponsors. So then, if people want to watch you perform, where are they most likely to see you?
Around Williamsburg, all the way down to the south side, just different dive bars and stuff like that.
And so, when you're out there performing, what sort of songs are you performing? Is it original stuff? Or are you remixing some stuff?
I do mainly covers.
Okay.
And it's my own take on a lot of different material.
Because I was scrolling through your Facebook page earlier, and I saw some other ones. I saw X's and O's was on there, and then did I see Whatever You Like from T.I.
Yes,
was one of those?
Yes, absolutely.
That was an incredibly interesting take on that song, and one that I did not know I needed in my life, but I was very happy to see it. So again, Jon Smith here in studio. He is from Nervous in the Tics and Billy Jack. You can catch him playing all around Williamsburg, it sounds like. And So, have you ever performed on radio before?
No, never on radio.
So, we have another first-time radio performer. This is exciting. Are you excited to...
I'm very excited.
All right, so, when we come back, Jon, the Don Smith. I keep giving him a hard time. I don't think he wants me to call him the Don, but it's fun to do anyway. So Jon Smith is going to come back. We're going to play one song, and then we are going to come back, and he is going to play some music for us. Stay tuned. This is the 60-Minute Squeeze and the Super Sound Showcase here on WMBG. WMBG, Williamsburg's a radio station. We have a party going on in studio here for the Super Sound Showcase. We have Jon, also known as, I'm not going to say it, the Don Smith, even though I said it anyway, just because it seems to give you a hard time, and I enjoy it. You're a good sport about it, and that's what we appreciate here. So, this is what the people have been waiting for. They're going to hear some tunes from you real quick, but let's talk a little bit about that. So, what song are you going to be performing for us today?
The name of the song is Whiskey Bottles. And it was written by Mr. Paul Todd, the other half of the Billy Jack duo, and Miss Katie Boucher, who's another talented musician, fantastic singer.
And so for those listening on radio, we have an acoustic guitar in set. So is this normally just a guitar only song, or?
Well, this is a relatively new song. This song's been in my hands for maybe about a week and a half.
A week and a half. Another week and a half song for those who weren't here last week. Paul Todd played his new song, which was about a week and a half old. So we have some more fresh music here for you on WMBG. So as a little teaser, what is the song about? What can we expect? What's the inspiration behind it? Give us the whole rundown.
The song's about last weekend and this weekend coming up. It's basically about waking up on Sunday morning after indulging Saturday evening. Something
we all know a little something about, I do believe. So, you feeling good? You feeling fresh?
I feel great.
You feeling fresh? Well, with that said, I'm going to let you to it. I'm going to pop myself down. I'm going to pot you up. And here is Jon Smith performing the song by Paul Todd and Katie Boucher. This is Whiskey Bottles. Take it away.
Whiskey bottles, head full of sweat, heart full of sorrow, bed full of regret. Another Sunday morning, wish that I could forget. Say never trouble, till trouble troubles you. I ain't nothing but trouble, and the bottle sees me through. If I could see clearly, probably see it troubling you too. So many things didn't have the strength to say. So many moments I let slip away. So many times it could have gone the other way, but I somehow made it home to you. These empty bottles make me feel so cold. I'd be so much better if we could just go get stoned. Be so much better, just leave me alone. So many things I didn't have the strength to say. So many moments I let slip away. So many times they could have gone the other way, but I somehow made it back home to you. Whiskey bottles, warm in my bed. I'll keep on drinking, thinking on what you said. Another Sunday morning, wish that I could forget. Another Sunday morning, wish that I could forget. Another Sunday morning, wish that I could forget.
Jon Smith, ladies and gentlemen, wow. Fantastic performance. Jon Smith performing Whiskey Bottles, written by Paul Todd, sitting in studio. Paul, I'm going to peek down under the monitor. Well done. That's a well-written song.
Thank you.
He says thank you. And the rendition, equally as impressive. Jon, thank you so much for coming in today. If people want to follow you on social media or anything like that, how can they keep track of you?
There are the two band pages. There's Billy Jack, Hillbilly Jazz, and then also the Nervous and the Tics Facebook page. Like them both. Follow us.
That's a shout out for you, Facebook Live.
Right, and Jon, just so you know, Sebastian, sitting at the HRBT, says thanks for the music. And we got a Jon, you're killing it, also came up.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
So the praise is pouring in on Facebook Live and from all around Williamsburg for everyone watching. We appreciate it. Again, a big shout out to Retro Daddy-O for making this possible.
Absolutely.
Retro Daddy-O.
Retro Daddy-O.
You are the best. This is why this segment can continue on, providing local musicians a chance to basically show the world their talent. And there is a lot of talent sitting in this room right now. We just heard a great talent right there. Jon, thank you so much for coming by today. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
And everyone listening or watching on Facebook, make sure to check him out. You can see him around Williamsburg, Nervous and the Tics, and Billy Jack. So thank you again. We will be back after this commercial break. Stay tuned for more of America's Best Music right after this.